Yo, what's happening, man? It's your favorite guy, chill on check in, man. Chill Talk the podcast. And y'all already know, man. We done shot up 75 North. You know what I'm saying? 285. I don't want to holler at my partner, WestSide Red, all the way from Atlanta. What's happening?
WestSide Red checking in. Y'all already know what's going, man. What's good?
Already, man. You already know, man. We're good, man. We just slide through, chop it up, let the folk know what WestSide Red got going on. You did?
Facts. I'm already knowing. Let's get it.
Already, man. So listen, man. Go ahead and tell the people, who you is, where you from.
WestSide Red. I'm from the west side of Atlanta, Adamsville to be exact. Right over there off MLK, Zone 4.
Already, man. Zone 4 on the check-in, Adamsville, all up and through there. That's where you was born at. That's where you was born at, or you born somewhere else.
Right.
Now that's where you at.
Nah, pretty much born and raised.
So the West Side Red, it means what it is. In front of the West Side.
Yeah.
Zone 4.
Started, yeah.
Already, man. I actually, when I come to Atlanta, I love the West Side. I ain't gonna lie, I love the West Side, man. West Side treat me right.
Oh yeah, WestSide always got good vibes, man. Real people, real solid individuals, man. There's always gonna be love on the West.
For sure, man. That's what's up, man. So listen, just drop the project. We're gonna go and get into it. We ain't gonna waste no time, man, with these folks, cause I want these folks to know what Westside Red got going on. You see what I'm saying? So listen, just drop the project. Let's talk about the project a little bit. I told you in the pregame, I had my favorite question. You know what I'm saying? So the project is titled Oddball. Hosted by yours truly, of course. Again, I'm humble, appreciated, bro. I'm grateful that you chose me, bro. You know what I'm saying? To host the project.
No
and
doubt,
it's doing very well. It's doing numbers. I see the feedback. I see the reposts. I see the shares going on. So folks tuning in and tapping in. So that's a plus. But listen, my question is, like I said, it's called Oddball. So why we call it Oddball?
The reason why I called it Oddball, I had to reinvent myself. Everyone that knows me, I was in a group long ago called Project Hollywood. Basically, right out of high school is when we started. We basically started with throwing mansion parties straight out of high school. These was my friends who I just was like, all right, we just gonna run with it and just do what we got to do as far as like making money and doing what we doing, hustling. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all dove into it right after high school. So basically, pretty much, you've been at this for a minute.
Yeah, active doing music, working, and writing and creating for a good minute.
How long you actually been doing music then?
Doing professionally since 2010.
Since 2010.
Writing,
okay.
Creating, writing, creating.
So you well seasoned then.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I can tell by the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just no fly by night. You know what I'm saying? You actually been through something or whatever. So are you? I mean, we on the interview. So are you still cool with them folk who you jumped straight out of high school with? Y'all still rocking, or is it just it's really just all West Side Red?
Nah, it's all West Side Red. I had to get out of the group, and for a long time I was still stuck in the group mentality because I was trying so hard to expand what had started right out of high school, 2009. I was adamant about making that, expanding that, and I basically took that and I was like, we just gonna go full speed, and certain things started to happen. So okay, it started like this. That's why I said, do you want me to start from?
Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
All right. My mom, she basically passed away when I was 4 years old. So I moved in basically with my grandparents. My mom, before she passed away, she worked for the government, so she left a nice little annuity payout along with other monies and investments for me, to where when I hit 18, I was basically had access to those monies without parental guidance. 2009 hit, straight out of high school. That was the first thing that happened. Once I got the monies, I was in a position where it was like I didn't want to live in the household that I was living in with my grandparents, so I just went straight, got the mansion. One of the guys who I was with, who I was friends with, the little Project Hollywood group, one of those guys, he had connections to a realtor, and from there, we already had the place and the lock in of where we was gonna be throwing these parties at before I moved out.
So so really, you really had your plan.
Kind of. I didn't have it all the way. I kind of had a plan.
I mean, for real, like it really was a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably just didn't go the way you wanted it to go, but it definitely was a plan, though.
Facts. I know what you mean.
Yeah. It definitely was a plan, man. Let's back up for a minute. I know, I mean, cause we're on the interview, so it's chill talk. This is what we do. We chop it up, talk about it. I don't have a personal relationship with my mom. Period. Point blank. Nothing. Zero zeros. Nothing. I'm talking about push. So I can't say, you know what I'm saying? I know it was a tragedy because anytime you lose somebody, it's a tragedy. But for you to be the age of 4 years, at the age of 4, and you lose your mom, like, I know it had to be some type of effect at the age of 4. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. It was a real big effect, man. It still affects me to this day. But the biggest thing that it did for me was it opened me up and kind of allowed me to experience things at an early age that I know now I kind of put too much time into, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Losing her, I kind of went into a state where I was like, I want to search for so much, love so much. I want to just have the right one, and all of that. And you go down the road, you live life, and you realize that sometimes the right one don't come to everybody because everybody ain't owed the right one, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that definitely make all the sense. And then we kind of got a similar story. Just my mom ain't passed, you know what I'm saying? But I was raised by my grandparents. You know what I mean? And when I felt like, I ain't want to hear that what they got to talk about no more. I'm off. I'm off to the races.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everything they were saying, it done hit me in the face at least 3-4 times already as an adult. Like, dang, but they used to tell me this. You know what I mean? So, but now it's like, you know, we learn from the mistakes in the past, and really they ain't mistakes. They just really all lessons. Like now you know it's got to be strictly really about WestSide Red. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't even be in cahoots with nobody because everybody ain't gonna have that same vision anyway.
Exactly, and just like you said, when you basically just got done stating, when you're not wanting to hear what they talking about, you basically just remove yourself and just jump out there. I was the one that jumped out there. Like I said, that's why I said when you was like, did I have a plan? I'm like, I kind of had one because I jumped out there with the plan of let's throw parties, get this mansion, and just boom, we're going to run it. We're going to run it up. But I didn't have a mindset of budgeting. I didn't have a mindset of writing down target inventory. Instead of writing none of these things down that hold on. Phone. Hello, you can still hear me?
Yeah, you good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. You good?
Yeah, hold on, my bad.
Nah, you good, bro? We coolin'.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good?
Yeah. All right, hello.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, okay, cool, we're good. My bad.
Yeah,
I don't know why my phone.
but
Okay.
hey, in all actuality though, back to what we were saying, in all actuality though, the grandparents, they want to tell us they're wrong. They just really had our best interest. We just were hard headed. Like,
Hard headed, not
we don't
listening.
want
You
to
know
hear
how it
that. We
go.
want to go do this.
Not
You know what I'm
listening.
saying? Because I
Not
know me,
listening.
like, we went to church, bro. That's all we did. Went to church, went to church, went to church, went to church. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of being called to church, boy. But you always at church. You know what I'm saying? I got out there. I wanted to see what was going on. These girls went to coming. They went to, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like my grandma used to say, boy, you smelling your must. But at the end of the day, bro, it was all for love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish I could take some of it back because I would have went this way. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, what? Hey, man, of all people I know, look, you ain't got to tell me. I know, man. So, yeah, right, going right into the parties.
Let me ask you this. Both of your grandparents still living, though?
My grandma's still here.
Wow, that's crazy. We both on the same thing. My grandma's still here.
She always tell me God's time is not our time. So that one statement kept me going with doing this mixtape with you. It kept me going with so much stuff. So I just can't. That's just to sum it up in everything. God's time is not our time. You can use that for anything, jobs,
right?
Anything.
Because, bro, it was just like, it was out of nowhere. You hit me up. I'm like, boom. I was like, I don't even know, bro. But I was like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, let's do it. And you kept telling me, I'm coming. And I was just like, bro, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And now the mixtape here. So let's talk about the mixtape for a second, man. Oddball. Why you call it Oddball?
Called it Oddball. I basically, after doing everything with the group, the Project Hollywood music and everything, I had to recreate myself, reinvent myself. WestSide Red came. And then from there, I was just like, boom, Oddball gonna be it. I don't know how. I think between me and my mentor, one of the older cats who I talk to on a regular, and he just kind of helped me out with life stuff, and just being on, staying on the right track, doing right things. He was just like, you need to run with Oddball because you're just different. You know what I'm saying? You went to private school, you didn't come up with your average Joe. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go with Oddball. I was like, cool, we're gonna run with it. So from there, I was just like, boom, let me go ahead and get this cover. And it's crazy because I did a cover for it before, and I didn't really like it. And I was like, I can do better. And I was like, it was such a wait. It was like a 2-year wait to drop this tape. So I was like, I can't. I need to have something new and fresh for it as far as the cover.
Yeah. It's like I said, man, I had a great time putting it together. It was one of the ones, you know what I'm saying? Cause you was talking that talk, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't your regular, spin the block, beat down, you know what I'm saying? Shake that, you know what I mean? It wasn't
exactly.
That. It was real rap. It was real artistry. You can tell you took your time with it. You can tell you put your time and your heart in it. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to you on the new project. Like I said, I'm grateful and honored to be a part of it, be the host. So yeah, bro, we're just gonna keep pushing it, man. You did what I'm saying? And I know we got one song or 2 songs on the station.
One, I think, if I'm not mistaken, just Focus.
Yeah, we got to change that. We got to get at least 2 more on the station. But I know we got Focus on the station.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just let me know what other 2 you want to put on there, and we'll put them 2 on there.
I got you. I've been getting a lot of feedback on Little Parts of History, Passer. So we're gonna sit down and get that together. Combos, like folks really, really like rock with certain songs that I put together because they like, yo, we could tell, we know he coming different. Like we just know he coming on some different time. Man, and that's all thanks to my grandparents.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's what you want, bro. You want feedback, and definitely if you get some good feedback, that's definitely the feedback you want, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, that's all that's motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Right. So listen, let me ask you this real quick. Even though I know a little bit about the music scene in Atlanta, I don't live in Atlanta. I ain't from Atlanta. I just been in Atlanta a lot. Shout out to the ATL, man. The music scene is definitely popping. But I know Atlanta ain't like other cities. I know this for a fact. So give me your take on the music scene for us independently in Atlanta. I know it's a dozen showcases be going on. Like I know a few DJs that do rock with independent artists, you know.
Right,
But give me your take on the music scene in Atlanta, as far as the independent side of it. Is it love? Is it you walk in there, you just DJ late, you play my song, or is it pay to play? Or is it like my city crab in the bucket?
It's love and it's hate. Like everything you got for the most part. Atlanta is kind of interesting, man. If you if you from here, you already kind of know how to move in a sense. But like the music scene is pretty much overall it's good. Like it's a lot of places to go to do showcases. There's a lot of places to go to do events, to do pop up shops, to get your whatever business you got going lined up, especially if that's connected to the music. There's a lot of different avenues that you can go down to get songs spent in the clubs. But at the same time to that, it's also those times when you might try to get the song spent and it's a certain list that's ahead of you and you gotta wait, even though you pay. Sometimes you pay to play, but you still gotta wait because that may just be the policy with, you know what I'm saying, whatever venue you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of little spots to go to, you know, have fun and do what you're trying to do. Network with a lot of people. You never know who you may find in a breakfast bar, a lunch bar, or a dinner spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to just Buckhead is not the only place to go to find rich people or people whom has a certain level of status that you may be desiring in life. And you can find it all over. You never know where you may go and what restaurant you might go to, and you might see somebody who you be like, man, I know him from TV. Yeah.
Right. See, that's the difference between Atlanta and, you know what I'm saying, most cities. Because you pretty much can create your own motion. You know what I'm saying? And have your own way going and, you know, be out the way.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, the hate gonna come. I think that's everywhere. I don't think no matter the city, big or small, the hate gonna be everywhere. Because it's just people just put here to hate. You know what I'm saying? It's just in their blood, man. That's just what they gonna do, bro. They gonna hate.
Right.
If they don't do nothing else, they gonna hate, man. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. By you being from Atlanta, I mean, I know you done seen the best of the best, and the best of the best, I feel like, is in Atlanta. That's repping the South, repping the music industry. Is there anybody that you was inspired by, or who, or is it an artist right now that does inspire you?
Artist that I was inspired by for sure, Tupac, T.I. I'm not saying he was from Atlanta, but just thinking overall, for the most part, Tupac. From here, for sure, T.I., Outkast, Goody Mob. These was artists who I grew up guaranteeingly, with no questions asked, listening to on a daily, on a regular. Biggie, there's a lot. The number really, the list go on. Monica. At that time, and that was an old school time too. I was listening to Monica. I was listening to a lot of different R&B, like, yeah.
Listening to it all.
Yeah, a whole lot of different talent.
I'm already knowing, man. And then you said Tupac. But Tupac, to me, man, one of the greats, like the greatest of all time. I ain't arguing with nobody on that one, bro. I swear I ain't. I'm sticking on that. I'm standing on that one.
Yeah. He was probably, well, I would say the main reason I started writing poetry was because of the loss of my mom, but that was something else that tied into it too, was like just listening to Pac all the time and just like, yeah, like his flow, his delivery, you could tell his mental was in a different state. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Right. It's definitely crazy, man. So you actually do poetry?
Yeah.
Okay. So now to me now it all makes sense. Now it all come together. Now it all add up. That makes sense now why the bars is like the ears. You know what I'm saying? Because you really are artists. And I tell people, artists get checks, man. Rappers just make money.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts on
for
that one.
real.
And it's
So
interesting because
you always want
my
the checks. You know what I'm saying? Like Young G
facts.
said 10 years ago, checks are good.
hmm I used to actually always refer to myself as a rapping poet because right after I started writing poetry in middle school, I went straight to like rap, like which I mean, like you say, a poet is a rapper is a poet. But like right after I started doing poetry, like a couple months later, I dived right into just making music and doing rap. And then, like I say, my first time actually officially doing music was 2010 when I dropped my project with Project Hollywood. When we transitioned from the parties to the music, the first
Yeah.
tape was titled "Welcome to Our Show." It was titled "Welcome to Our Show," and we dropped that with DJ Technique.
Right. Shout out to DJ Technique, man. That's
Facts,
the
you know
homie.
that. Oh yeah.
So how long did you do the party thing? 5 years?
No. The parties was from like probably 5 months. August 2009 to probably January 2010. January 2010. It was literally like from August to the top of January. And then
And
the
then after
parties really
that,
stopped.
you just said bump that, and I'm finna rap.
Yeah, well, the parties kind of stopped just off of. It was between the lease and between just the transition, life's transition. It was just like we had to get another spot. And between getting another spot, we went to Camp Creek and we got a little apartment. And then that's when we just went straight into getting everything together for the tape that we had put together called Welcome to Our Show.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So listen, man. What can we expect next from WestSide Red? We gotta eat. We got it. We got the project out in the streets. It's on all platforms. So what's next? We dropping some videos. I mean, what we doing?
Yeah. Next up, I got more videos to drop for the last couple songs on Oddball. I still got to do Lavish Living video on Go. I still got to do Passer. I still got to do Bag Concealed. So I got a couple more videos I still got to do. And as I'm preparing those, I'm trying to do On Go next. So that's my plan right now. So I'm just staying focused, getting everything ready because a lot of people rocking with On Go. So they telling me that's a different flow, that's a different style that I'm not used to doing or giving them.
Yeah, you might need to put that one. That might be one of the ones that need to go on the station because that's actually I like On Go myself. For real. So yeah. But you already got a few videos out now. Am I correct?
Thanks. Yeah.
Shout out to YouTube real quick.
YouTube, you can type in WestSide Red, and YouTube will pop up. You want me to shout out the other ones too, or just talk about the videos that I already got out?
Okay, shout it out.
On All 10, that's the video that's already out right now, shot by Hustle World Visuals. Little Parts of History, that's a video that's out right now, shot by Sour Effect. Back Now, that's another video I got out right now, shot by 78 Visuals. Focus, that's Focus and Buyer Walk. Both of those videos are out right now. Those were shot by Varsity Productions. You can find me on Facebook, WestSide Red. My Instagram is one WestSide Red, and my Twitter is WestSide Red with 2 D's at the end. And you can just type in WestSide Red on all platforms as well: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, and you can find all my music that I have there. I still got to put a couple more songs out on all platforms, but most of the tape is out right now on all platforms.
Right. And the Oddball, right? The whole EP is on all platforms too, correct?
No, a couple of songs are out from it, not all of the songs.
Okay.
I still got to put a couple more songs from the tape on all platforms, depending on how they do with the promo runs that we got lined up.
Okay, bet. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. I you working, bro. I will tell you this. Just keep at it, man. Don't stop. The grind gonna pay off eventually. It get greater later. I know that sounds cliche, but it actually does. It actually does get greater later.
Oh yeah, everything happened for a reason, man.
Right. And it's just like how we linked up. Like we had been doing a whole bunch of business together, and we just met for the first time a few months ago back at City Lounge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
I knew
I definitely appreciate the love you showed when we first met. Like it was everything, bro. Like for real, I'm grateful for it.
I actually started outsourcing a lot once I started the whole WestSide Red thing. So I found you through on Twitter through like you. I think you either used to support me when I was doing the last Project Hollywood. Cause see, that's the thing. The group was 4, and then we broke into 2. And then when I started doing this whole Free Kush movement, and then I think that's when I ran into you on Twitter, and we was just it was just on some regular support stuff because I've been supporting a lot of people. That's what Little Parts of History is about. A whole song literally talking about, like, as you see, everything, all my history, like all the people. That's why so many shout outs on there. I see it was shout outs I didn't even get to on that song after the one,
Yeah.
all of the one. I think the 60 shout outs I did on that song. I was like, I still got more people who I still got that I'd had dealings with back in the day, man. It's so crazy. Like a lot of people know, and a lot of people don't know. That's why I'm happy that I'm still able to make a name, and I'm still trying to make change and reinvent myself. Sometimes as an artist, you got to reinvent yourself, and you got to be okay with change, because if you're not, and you want to stay stuck in a box, then you'll never really get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. You absolutely correct, man. You definitely gotta evolve really every day if you have to. Whatever it takes, you know what I'm saying? Especially if this is something you trying to do, if this is something you want to do, whatever it takes, you definitely got to do it, bro. That's just how I feel. Again, like I said, man, I just can't really thank you enough, bro. I'm very appreciative. We've been locked in 2.5 years now, I believe. So
yeah, a good little minute.
let's just keep. I feel like let's keep relationship going. You know, first interview for many more interviews to come. And definitely next time I come to the A, definitely hopefully you'll be able to hit the stage, man, and we'll be able to turn up together.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I plan on doing a mixtape release party with DJ Cutthroat sometime next week. I think we got it set up for Monday, but I still gotta finish touching up some things with it though. But I might be doing something on Monday. I might be doing a couple other releases and just, you know, locking in with people and doing events coming up too. So just everybody stay tuned.
Yeah, for sure.
And stay active.
Yeah. When you holler back at Cutthroat, man, let him know. You know, tell the homie say hello. Yeah, that's the homie right there, bro. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, mention my name around there, man. For real, he already know what's going on.
Oh yeah, Cutthroat being with me, we've been locked in since I love my plug DJ from back in the day. Like back in the day, like he already, yeah. Oh yeah, I got
you. Yeah, that's the big homie, man, for sure. For real, bro. So listen, man. Before we get out of here, cause see you've been doing this a while, so you really can go in depth to kind of help show these independent artists. You know, just give them some motivation, because you know they ain't where you at. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got 4-5 videos out. They ain't getting ready to drop 4 more videos. They ain't even got a whole project out. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So drop some jewels real quick, so they so they can get motivated.
WestSide Red checking in, man. Independent artists, all new artists, stay down. Don't worry about what the next man say to you about what you can't do. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and what you can't do in this life as a whole, let alone in the industry and in what you're trying to do and, you know, as your desire or as your passion. Stay focused no matter what. That's what the whole Focus song is all about on the Oddball tape hosted by your favorite grinder. You did DJ Chill Will. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you just got to stay down and just keep going, keep God first, and just no matter what, stay true to you, and don't try to do what the Joneses and the Jetsons is doing. Do you. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. Stay true to you. Keep God first. Y'all heard what WestSide Red said? It's just that simple. It's just that easy. If you can do those 2 things, you're gonna be all right. I promise.
Nah, for real.
But you got to put in some work too, though. You just can't sit on your behind. You got to put in some work.
Oh no, you got to put in work. You see, I had to do the parties, then go into doing music, and like I said, I thought the whole group thing was gonna stay down forever. I even tried after I lost the whole 250. I even tried to revamp the group with one of the guys who I was still locked in with, who wind up being my family and stuff, but everything things were happening that showed me that he didn't want to do that. So, as when life go on and certain things happen to show you that certain people are either hating on you or not rocking with you for whatever reason, that's when you just got to step outside that box, start outsourcing, which is what led me to rocking with you, and just go ahead and keep, finding a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I would be doing things by myself, but I always knew with the group thing, I was like, I know these folks ain't on my level. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to this lyricism and this storytelling, like for real, and it's creating. So when you're a real creator, like, yeah, you really sometimes got to get yourself out of certain things that are holding you down and just continue to move forward. Like, and that's exactly what I did. I still want to go back to the parties. I still said I wanted to go back to doing parties by myself after doing everything with the group. But I mean, I ain't gonna say what ain't gonna happen in the future. But you know what I'm saying? We just keep faith in the Almighty, because I made a lot of connections with everything that I did back then. With everybody that I rocked with back in the day was not a fuck nigga or not a person who didn't have your best interests at heart. Some people actually was with me and actually was solid and real people. You know what I'm saying? That people that was coming to the parties, like, you know what I'm saying? Even one time we had rich kids in the one of the rich kids in the party. Like, we've been working. WestSide, if you know about Red, you know about Red. I ain't even really got to do too much talking, because y'all know we was having the parties on go, and then we went straight into the music. Like, we was doing everything and then the Free Kush movement. That was a little smoking movement that me and Alex came about and started doing to push the second mixtape that we was doing, Road to Wealthy. So the Welcome to Our Show was the first mixtape. And the Road to Wealthy was the second mixtape. And we created the Free Kush movement to push the music. And the Free Kush movement was basically, we was just going to clubs like almost every day or just every week with pre-rolls of the gas, the Kush, and we was just smoking everybody out. One day we sat down and was like, you know what? We already be free Kushing folks out, so let's just go ahead and call it Free Kush. We used that to push the Road to Wealthy tape that was hosted by Empire Mixtape. Shout out to Empire. Shout out to all the producers that did that tape. Willa Fool. We had so many producers on there. KC the Beat Monster. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all the Beat Monsters. Hey, man. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me, man. For real. Everybody that's going to continue rocking with me, because those that know the real recognize real. So you just got to stay down no matter what.
I want to hear that tape. Well, I know that tape that hard.
Yeah, we definitely put that thing together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy everything that happened. Losing a quarter taught me more about people than it did about money. Like, for real. So,
but listen though,
it ain't always.
See, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that part. So break that down a little further for us, like, because you said when you lost $250,000. Say what you said, because a lot of people don't get that part. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, I learned more
about
knowledge.
People than the money.
Yeah, it taught me more about people. It taught me more about how people operate. It taught me more about how people like take and just be like, oh, because of the money, I want to do this and I want to do that. But when the money gone, like my grandparents used to always say, when the money gone, those people that say they're your friends are not gonna be there. And I kid you not. I kid you not. It was only one person that was still there, and even him, he winded up being somebody who was hating on me in the long run. That was something my mentor had to open my eyes up about, because he was a family member and I didn't. He still is a family member. I just don't consider him part of my family no more, because all of the things that went on, like you chose to do the fuck shit. You chose to be like, oh, I'm not gonna help him out. I'm not gonna. As soon as I lost the money, that's the crazy part. He was somebody who kind of had things going for himself. I'm like, let me go to the studio with you. Nah. Let me do this with you. Nah. It's little hateful things that I'm seeing people saying, like, damn, bro, what the? I'm just trying to work and do what I love. That's what led me to step out of that whole group box and was like, I got to do something new, because I can't be trying to reinvent something that ain't going to be reinvented, because the people don't even want to rock with me. So, sometimes situations like that will teach you more. When I lost everything, that's when I learned, like, you can do everything for people and still get stabbed in the back 1,000 times by that same hand that you did.
Times.
I'm trying to tell you, 1,000,000, like, and it just it just show you. Some other people would have went a different route. The old me, I was on some crazy times when, certain things was happening, but I was like, you know what, that ain't me. I went to private school. I'm a well-grounded individual. You dig what I'm saying? So, hey, that's just how it is with me. I just,
Right.
my grandma always tell me, God got you. Don't worry about getting nobody back, cause God gonna take care of everything. I'd be like, yep,
Exactly, bro.
you're right about that.
And she ain't never lied. Shout out to grandma.
Nah, for real. And
Tell
granddad,
grandma
rest in
chill
peace,
with say
man.
what up though.
Nah, for real. You know I got you, man. You know I got
For
you.
sure, man. For sure. Hey, listen, man, real quick. Shout out all your social media real quick, man, before we get out of here, bro.
Twitter, WestSide Red, 2 D's at the end. Instagram at one WestSide Red. That's the number 1 WestSide Red. Facebook, you can type in WestSide Red and find me. And on all platforms, type in WestSide Red. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal. And you can find WestSide Red and all my music on there. Also on YouTube, type in WestSide Red. All my music will pop up on there as well.
Hey.
Shout out to all my producers. Shout out to Air Got the Heat. That's one of my top producers from New York. Shout out to Nonstop Shot on the beat. He did Is It Better and Back Now, the first 2 songs that you actually lined up on the tape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody that's been rocking with me, everybody that's gonna continue to rock with me. Hey man, long live my family, long live Mozzie, do it for mucho, long live all my angels. You already know what's going.
Already, man. I'm rocking with you too, brother. I swear. We rocking. We rocking how we rocking, my dog.
Facts, boy. Them tags crazy on that tape, man. I'm telling you.
Appreciate you, man. I told you, man. That's why I ain't want to rush it, bro. I wanted to give you. I had to give you what I had to give you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I'm already knowing, man. I'm already knowing.
Because I want when I'm folk here, I want them to be like, "Boy, chill, we went crazy on WestSide Red tape, bro."
Facts.
And that's what people saying. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Yeah. But we locked in, man. Listen. Make sure y'all go tune in, tap in with my dog WestSide Red. I promise you, if you go type in if you go to any social media site, any platform, any digital store, type in WestSide Red, dog gonna come up. EP out right now, Oddballs on all platforms. It's on Spin Real of My Mixtape. Hosted by yours truly. Your favorite chill up. WestSide Red, man, we appreciate you, man. All the way from ATL, bro. Chill Talk the podcast. Shout out to 94.4 FM Jams by Doster. Uptime Media Group. Shout out to my wife, man. She the engineer on here. Cause you know we wouldn't be sounding good if it wasn't for her. Ha! You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Listen, WestSide Red. Keep going, brother. Keep doing your thing. We rocking with you over this way, man. Chill Talk the podcast. You dig?
You know it. A lot of new work on the way.
All right, man. Appreciate you, my boy.
All right.